Hey guys, it's my second podcast for the day. I just figured I should make a second podcast regarding court literature, business, and myself. Things that y'all need to know and understand because I get tired of people assuming all the time because, they put lies out there and they know nothing about what's really going on. So I thought I should go live and tell you guys what's really going on with court literature and Ms. JJ Diamond. Cordliterature is the business name. It's not the actual owner's name. I'll get to that at a later date. However, Cordliterature pushed Pop Your Pum Pum in New York. That's why Pop Your Pum Pum is my number one song nationally. Okay, I notice I said nationally, meaning in America. Okay, he put a lot of work in. His people put a lot of work in New York. And I'm thankful for that. I thank you guys so much, However, the way y'all put that work in, I didn't make no money. I just got streams. I just got the actual listens, and which y'all played in the club, it all came together. However, it took a long time. And I still say that I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. However, this is not how we do things in the new millennium anymore. Okay, and to an extent, because the DJs is the number one holders of the songs. If they say the song plays, then they play it. If they don't like the song, the DJs don't like the song, then it's not going to get played. There may be DJs that like the song in one state and don't like the song in another state. You know what I mean? So with that being said, granted, he put the work in, and like I said, I'm thankful, so I decided to help him with his business, being that he put that work in, him and his people. But what he doesn't know, he was paying a lot of different people to help build his business while he was helping build my song. What he didn't know is that we don't do things the old way anymore. Okay, that's why I make more money than some of these big artists. And, they wonder how, but that's how, because things are done differently today. We sit still and we wait. That's what we do. We wait to be called for shows. We wait for our deposits. Matter of fact, I made a song. Use 50 Cent's beat and him. What was the name of it? I can't even remember, y'all. I be doing so many songs. It's just unreal. I don't know. Anyway, I said in the song, we run around the house in our socks and wait for deposits. Okay? This is what we do today. You know what I mean? Unless we have to go to work or we have an event to be at. We sit in a house and wait for our deposits. Even if you go to work and you off for the next 2 days, you're going to sit in a house and wait for your deposit before you go run into the store, shopping, or whatever the case may be. This is the world that we live in. We live in a social media world. So with us living in the social media world, we make money from... We can't go to the store. Your message said, here she go again, y'all. Egypt is always in the midst of everything. She wants me to take her to the store so she can make some new meal she's seen on TikTok. I'm down for it though, so because it look real good. We make the meals off of TikTok, but we can't go because my pants is in the dryer. Do I have to tell the whole world? Yes, I need to wear them. I need to wear those pants. Can you close my door, please, and let me finish my podcast? You're interfering and my money's here.
You already did one.
No, this is another podcast about something different. I'm trying to explain to these people how things go. Can you please leave me alone? Wow. As I was saying, while people are building their social medias, they're also marketing on the ground. We have ways that we market on the ground. Business cards, flyers, car magnets, billboards, different things like that. However, we also have social media. We have all different kind of things and places that we can go on social media platforms that we can go and talk to the people about what we're selling or what we're promoting. So with that being said, with so many different platforms, like myself, I'm on almost every platform there is out here. Okay, if you go to almost every platform that's out here, I'm on it. Okay, I may not have a lot of followers on some I may have a lot of followers, but I'm on it. I have 2 and 3 pages. Some have some of the same people, and some have people that I ain't never seen in my life. So with that being said, this is what we do today, and this is how we get our fan bases. Not only do we get our fan base from social media, we also get our fan base from our colleagues, meaning our friends in the industry. Now, like you look at 50 Cent, okay, he's from the old school too. So that's why he don't understand some of the stuff that I do as well. You know, he is second my stuff, but he's like, okay, well, how is she doing this thing? And she only getting 1 or 2 likes on the Facebook. Well, because I might have another social media that might be going viral over there, and they're seeing it, and they're like, okay, let me check this out, and this is how it goes down. And we sometimes piggyback off of other people, okay? Just like y'all see, I have songs with different artists, and this is what we do. Now, like y'all see me with Meek Mill. I don't have no songs with Meek Mill, but I got a lot of Meek Mill's fans. Why? Because Meek put me on the platform. He opened up the door and said, hey, I like what she's doing. Y'all follow her. She's one of the people that y'all can go to and talk to if y'all need help trying to build businesses and do this and do that. So he put me out there. Granted, it was a few people that contacted me and needed help. Not too many, but it still put my name out there. It helped me. It helped people see who I was as an individual, not just by my music. Okay? Not only do Meek Mill, he put me on a forefront platform, he shares my posts sometimes. He don't do it all the time, but he shares my posts. So people get to see who I am. It could be only 5 people, but that's 5 more than what I had yesterday. Okay? And I'm doing all of that from the comfort of my home. Okay? Because when I leave my house, I'm either going to the store to benefit my home or to make money. There's no need for me to be running from club to club to club to club if that club is not paying me to be there. Okay? Because that's what artists do. They get paid to be somewhere. Okay? Just like when you go to work, you get paid to be there. You don't have to be all out in the clubs, turning the bottles up and doing this and doing that in order for people to learn who you are. Okay? Now, with Cordliterature, granted, he opened up a platform on the ground for me with Pop Your Pum Pum. Now it's time for those same people to see Cordliterature and Pop Your Pum Pum together. Okay, I'm not saying actually Pop Your Pum Pum, but the name is JJ Diamond. Okay, because he opened up that door on the ground for me in New York. Okay, not even here in New York. Okay, not here. When I'm saying not here, not in North Carolina. So with that being said, I say that to say it's not that you're eating off of other people's plates. We help each other build fan base. Okay. Same with my brand, okay, that just got approved. Diamond Way Miss JJ Diamond. Diamond Way Miss JJ Diamond does better on the ground. Okay, y'all may not know that because I'm not going to show y'all every time I sell a product. Okay, however, there's some people that do better on social media. Granted, it costs money to sponsor your stuff on social media. Okay, just like when I was on Twitter. The reason why people didn't understand how me and 50 Cent went gold with I'm the Man, the reason why we went gold is because I sponsored that song on Twitter. Okay? I paid to have it sponsored, and it went all over the place. So people was able to see it. Granted, right now I'm doing so much, I don't have time for sponsorship. I'm sponsoring ads and different things like that. When I'm ready, I'll get to that. However, for right now, my ground is doing better for me. So if my ground is doing better for me, what am I going to go with? I'm going to go with the ground. Just like with Cordliterature, the ground is doing nothing for him. So I need to go to social media. Okay? Social media will be a great platform for him because, one, a lot of the people that he's searching for is older. They're not in the street. You can't get stories from these young kids because they haven't experienced anything yet. And that's the only thing that's out there. Okay? It's a bunch of young kids. So I evaluated all of these things and I said, okay, the reason why he's not getting the responses that he needs is because all of the people that he needs is not on the ground. They in the house. On social media. So this is why we're touching base on social media. You ask me, why am I going to put this work in for him? Once again, he put work in for me. So I'm returning the favor. Fair trade. Okay? No, it's not going to kill me because I don't sell books. I sell music and products. Okay? It's not going to kill me. So I need y'all to understand that. Stop making up stuff that doesn't make sense. This is where y'all destroy yourselves and y'all look bad in the end because y'all always conjuring up something and then don't understand the process. Once again, trust the process. Okay? Now, what Cordliterature needs to understand, I don't know if he's listening or if he'll listen later or whatever the case may be, but what he needs to understand is, I have brought to his attention, if you need me to work on your products, which is your publishing, on a regular basis, I can't work. I have to stay home. Okay? So being that I have to work, he only fits in a small little gap. So he's not going to get that much attention as he think he may get. Okay? So I need to bring that on the forefront as well. Even though I'm still going to give it attention. Because I work. I have a trademark that I'm building. I have a nonprofit. And I do music. So when your turn comes, then you'll get the exposure. Okay, I had to explain that to him recently. He may not understood, things might sound jumbled to him and he don't understand a lot of the things that I be telling him. However, I have businesses to run, legit businesses that make revenue. So when I tell you wait your turn, you have to wait your turn. Okay? Only way you don't have to wait your turn is if you're my mate. Like when I was with my daughter's father, whatever he needed came first. And then I took care of everybody else. Okay? If he wanted dinner, I had to cook dinner. If he wanted me to go to the store, I went to the store. Whatever he needed me to do, because that's family. Okay? You're family now. So I have to take care of you first. Okay? So, with that being said, he has to understand that he has to wait his turn like everybody else. Just like 50. He be needing marketing. And me and 50, we fair trade. 50 has given me so much exposure and opportunity. He hasn't given me the opportunity I want, which is part of the acting that I want. He ain't gave me that part yet, and I'm still pissed off with him about that. However, that's still out the window because we still have fair trade. He helps me, I help him. He see me do stuff, he follows behind to show them I'm second in this. Let's get it, y'all. And this is the way we work. We help each other. All my people work with me differently. Okay? Just like I told you about Meek Mill. He put me on an open platform. Okay? At first, he put me on an open platform as a fan. When he realized that I wasn't a fan, then he opened up the platform to say, okay, well, I'm going to let her show who she is to these people. Okay? Then once he gave me that, then I went on and did what I do, but he still supports me and still shares my stuff, and I still share his stuff. That's the way it works. Okay? We don't hate on one another. Sometimes we get mad with one another. You know, sometimes, like, matter of fact, I'm gonna use Halloween for instance. Now everybody know I have the song "Y'all Wanted to Kill Her." We market that on Halloween every year for the rest of our lives. I will be marketing that song on Halloween, around Halloween time. Okay, because that's the vibe that it gives the people. Okay, so with that being said, when he decided to drop his album on Halloween, I'm like, okay, I love you. You know I love you. But right now, you messing with my shit. Excuse my language. I ain't supposed to be cursing, y'all. I'm sorry. With my, what they told us to say instead of that, poop, feces, number twos. They told us there's a bunch of stuff that we can say in that place, so we won't say it live to hurt the people's feelings because they don't like curses, you know. But yeah, you're interfering in my stuff now. When I come first, okay, I'm going to always come first. I don't put nobody ahead of me unless I'm sitting waiting, just like I was waiting for 3 years for my paperwork. I wasn't putting people before me. I was in a waiting process. I was at a standstill. So it's not that I was putting people before me and I was helping them get bigger than me. No. Y'all need to understand that. We work together. That's the way it works. Now, this is the other thing. Granted, you know, social media is a little bit different. You know, to an extent, we wear our clothes on social media instead of going outside with them, because back in the day, we would get all dressed up to go outside with our stuff. Social media, we get all dressed up to get on social media, take a pic, do a video, whatever the case may be. Same difference. People tell me, why do I have so many clothes? That's why. I'm not going to go out and buy thousands of dollars worth of clothes that I really can't afford because I'm running businesses to impress people. But I will look neat and presentable for the people. Okay? And that's just what it is. Granted, you know, the New Yorkers, they still stuck in their old ways. They got to have this, have that, and still don't make no progress. Okay? And they wonder why. This is why the South is leading right now. Because we're doing what the requirements of the new millennium to win. Okay? The other thing, well, I'm going to use this for instance. I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to say with 50 Cent. When 50 Cent opened up the platform for me, he opened up a door in LA for me. Okay? And that door was anything that's attached to 50, they watch them, okay, and see what type of person they are, what type of skills they have, and then they contact them, okay? Just like I'm going to use Shop Vita, for instance. Y'all know I have a Shop Vita artist page. They saw me doing, making different things, posts. I could have been stealing people posts for all they knew. But I wasn't. I was literally sitting here on my bed every day in this room making these different things. I would take pictures of my guys and I would make stuff and put it on social media. My guys didn't care. That's free marketing for them. But it gained a platform for me. So they contacted me and said, hey, we like what you do. Do you want to join us? Okay? Granted, I was helping their business be, helping them build their business. However, I was starting to feel some kind of way because I didn't understand the process. Okay, and this is where a lot of people mess up at. They don't understand the process, so they thing is, no, that can't be right, and they go on with stuff going on in their minds. Their minds just be moving too much. But once you understand the process and how things go, you'll see that it's okay. Just like I was in a movie. I was in a movie called Love Like This. I didn't get a dime for that movie. But then there was someone, and I was upset because at the time I was homeless. I did the movie hoping to get paid so that way I can have money to pay my hotel fee. You know what I mean? And I didn't get a dime. However, somebody else came through that was blessed and said, I'm going to donate this amount of money to her because she did come. She wasted her gas. She put her work in and didn't get paid. So you see how God does it? It may not be through what you think it's going to be through to get that money, but it may be through something else. That's the way it works. Okay? I'm going to use this for instance. I'm going back to Shot Vita. Now, Shot Vita contacted me 5 years ago when I first got here to Charlotte, North Carolina. And that was right after me and 50 songs started dying down. And then I had jumped on a track with, I already had a track with Chris Brown. And y'all know he in LA as well. So, now I got 2 of them. Okay? And they saying, okay, well, let's see what she's about. You know, they see me doing all these different little artist pictures and stuff. Let's see what she's about. So, I did what I had to do for them and help market. Okay? It helped them build their platform. Granted, I was getting paid. It wasn't a whole lot, but I did see a paycheck from them. I can't say they didn't give me the commission that they promised me. Okay? Here it is 5 years later, and I'm still getting commission. And guess what? The commission is bigger. Because guess what? I'm bigger. So do you see how one hand washes the other and both wash the face? This is the way it works. Now, the other thing is, when we put our hard work in and stuff, and I put this in the song that I had did with Gotti recently. Y'all can listen to that on Miss JJ Entertainment. People don't want to put their hard work in, okay? And because you think that you're so talented, and you could be. But then you think you want to take what we've built and run off with it. The industry doesn't accept that. They don't like it. They don't want it. So if you're not serious about being in this industry long term, it don't make sense to even start. And I'm just giving it to you real. Because they don't like the rigmarole. For one, they don't even know you. And you don't know what people have been through. You never see what they call it, what's going on behind closed doors before they got to the point that they are. Okay, so don't feel like, oh, you know, I took these niggas for what they had. They fan base, because they're not going to let you do that. They will shut you down. If you're not rolling with one of the people that is a part of the real music industry, nothing is going to go anywhere. Okay, this is why these artists be out here and they struggle through this and they say, well, why am I not making it like these people and I'm putting all this time and I'm doing this and this? Eventually somebody will see you. But you got to start at the bottom. And that's just what it is. Even if you was dealing with people in the music industry that was on the top or on that ladder on their way to the top, and you decide you want to start all over, you got to start at the bottom, square one. Nobody's going to see you. And they're going to make sure of it. That's the way it works. Okay? If you have a name, they're going to take it. Okay? They're going to do whatever they want to do for whoever's the next up. Okay? And this is one of the reasons why I decided to help Cordliterature, because he was trying to put his work in. Granted, he's trying to survive too, but he doesn't know how the new millennium works. And if it's not held on to by one of a real music artist or somebody that's really in the industry, they're going to take it. That's just what it is. And it's nothing you can do about it. Until I was able to get to where I needed to be. And if y'all go and Google Miss JJ Diamond, who are y'all going to see up there? Y'all going to see 50 Cent. Okay, with me in a picture. The reason why 50 Cent is at the top is because until I got to a certain level, 50 had to cover me. And that's the way it works. Okay? He is the one that covered me throughout this. Until I got to a certain level. 50 can say what he want to do. He can try to hide. He can do all the lying he want to do. But Google tells the truth. Okay? And that's the facts. 50 covered me, and he's still covering me. He ain't going to let y'all know that because he wants y'all to think that I've done it all by myself. But it's a lie. He's covered me throughout this whole thing. Not only 50, G Units. Okay? Y'all can say G Unit is dead. G Unit is not dead. They still get money on the street. Some work, some don't. But they're not dead. And they're going to continue to cover me. Because we work as family. This is what we do. So y'all need to understand that. This thing don't stop. It's forever. Now, for those that think they wanted to get on, and then, oh, now you don't want to get on, you the one that's the target now. Because you think you want to do what you want to do, and it don't work that way. Once you join this industry, just like any other organization, you must follow through. That's the way it works. Then you become a target when you don't follow through. You can't ask for support on something and think that people are going to give you all their support and everything that they stand for, and then you just going to throw your hands up and say, no, I don't want it. I don't want to do it no more. And then think that bad is not going to come to you. It is. That's the way it works. That's one thing that's not going to change in this industry. And that's what people need to understand. They say, oh, well, Jackie's older and she's still doing this. Yes, because it's my obligation. Because I joined an organization 30 years ago. When I chose that I want to go out to these clubs and dance and become famous as a dancer on the ground, it was an obligation from that point. I didn't have to pay to get in the clubs. I didn't have to pay for my food. I didn't have to pay for nothing. Because I made it an obligation. And once you make something an obligation, that's when you become a celebrity. Okay? Not because you have 1 million likes on Facebook or TikTok. It's when you've made it an obligation. You're never, a celebrity is a person that's put a lot of work in. Just like I had to tell a couple of people, like, when I go outside, even though I do my stuff on social media, and you don't see many likes or whatever the case on social media. However, I hashtag, so people's always watching and people's always looking, and I'm on every social media network. So with that being said, people see, they watch, okay? I go outside, there's people that will literally call me by my name. There's people that will take pictures of me. There's people that will do videos of me, which we call them paparazzi. However, it is what it is. Because that's my obligation to do what I do on social media. And then when I go outside, for the people to see the true me. Whether they see me at work or not. My job, Frito-Lay wanted me to retire. They didn't put it in because I really could have sued them. But, I understood. They didn't want the liability, okay, of me being out there running into my fans. Because people was taking pictures of me in the Frito-Lay outfit at work, and I have a fan base and posting these videos. Granted, I didn't see it, but they knew who it was. They know they uniform. They know what I look like. They didn't want the liability if something happened, and I get it. So I decided to retire from them. We have to understand that things are different now. This is not the same as how things used to be back in the day. And that's where people are getting it all misconstrued. Once you learn, just like I try to tell Cordliterature, if you stay still a minute, I can teach you. All that running around you doing, you don't even got to do all that running around and you'll still make the money. Sit still and learn this process. Trust the process. But people are rather shake their head and not understand instead of asking, well, how? How is it you're doing this? They'd rather judge, oh, she must be a whore because she got money. She got to be sleeping with all these different people to get money. No, I'm waiting on my deposits when they come in. That's what I'm doing. And when my deposits are being slow or they're not as high as I expect, I go take my butt to work and pay my bills. That's the way it works. And then whatever comes in, a deposit comes in, and it may be big enough, I get to rest for a little bit. That's the way it works. I get to buy extra, or whatever the case may be, outside of my bills. Now, for those that go out and do the shows, they make lump sums. They spend their lump sums, and then they sit at home hungry. And then they sit back and wonder how people like myself and some other artists like myself are really making it in this music industry. When I get out there and start doing them shows, I'm going to shut it down. That's why I'm like, I'm going to leave that to you guys, and I'm going to move on to another profession. I'll still make music, but I'll move on to another profession. Because I know once I get out there, I'm shutting it down. I already know this. Because I'm doing it already. Not talking high of myself, but sitting back year after year, learning what I needed to do. Now, I'm going to use these different platforms and explain something to y'all. Now, like when I get on TikTok grabbed when I'm upset. They love when I'm upset on TikTok. They like that. Facebook like to see when I'm dancing around doing comedy. All my networks that I'm on, everybody likes to see something different. Twitter, being that I'm connected to Meek, they like to see knowledge. So I use every platform for something different based on what they like. You have to study what these people like about you. That's the problem with the world today. People don't want to study. They don't want to learn. They just want to jump into something and think you're going to be rich overnight. It's like I told my daughter's father. He's very, very savvy when it comes to sports. Okay? He watches sports every day, ESPN. He knows everything that's going on. He can tell you about all these players. Very good at it. And I told him, I said, you have a gift. He thought I was crazy. No, I'm not crazy. You have a gift because you remember everything that you learned, all the This is your key. This is what you studied. Utilize what you studied to make money, to put money in your pocket. Because people are going to listen, because they know if they didn't find it, you're going to find it. Or you're going to talk about it. Because some people just don't have time to go do all that extra. They listen to other people to find out what's going on and trust within them. Everybody has their people that they trust in. Just like in the music industry, they won't let me go. The reason why they won't let me go is because I tell them the facts. The young kids want to hold on to me in this music industry. And they're like, well, how? Why are they keeping her? Because I give them the facts. I tell them the truth, things that can be proven. No lies. No rigmarole. They know if Miss JJ is doing it, it's got to be something good, because she ain't going to do it if it's not right. So we can follow her. We trust in her. This is why they keep calling my name in the songs. If y'all wanted to know. I know y'all keep saying, well, why her? Why y'all keep choosing her? Miss JJ, Jay, Diamond, Jack, Jackie. Because they trust in what I say. They trust in what I do. They see me build. They see me be at my lowest. They see me rise. They've seen everything. I've been honest with them. I'm struggling right now, y'all. Oh, I'm doing okay right now, y'all. But we know in this industry it's ups and downs. That's what it is. Sometimes we go high. Sometimes we don't. Depending on how we feel. Sometimes we just need a break from it. Meek Miller's one of the biggest ones. He'll tell you in a minute, I'm taking a break from social media. I can't take it. I'm out of here. He be gone for about 3 days and then he back. Sometimes only 2. He can't take it no more. He got to go to see what's going on social media. And some days he be going in. Just going. And I'm like, okay. This is what we do. Then we all go outside and, do what we do outside and then come back into our safe haven. This is what we do. But we can't stop. Once you in, you're in. Because you piggybacked off of somebody else. Whether it be a music label or the streets or whatever the case may be, or organization, once you're in, you're in. I just need y'all to understand that. Because these people that don't know the knowledge, they want to look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I know all about this industry. Been in it for 30 years. Plus. Okay? Started out on the front news, the front page of the newspaper. Okay? Granted, it was my life. It was messed up. But to the world, it was entertainment. My life of me and my little brother was entertainment to the world. The newspaper. It was news. So I started this thing pretty young. It wasn't my choice. I didn't ask for it. They decided to say, we're going to put this story out there. This is going to make front page. And ever since then, my people and my name has been in the newspaper. And anybody attached to me. If you ain't right. That's why I tell people that come around me, you can't be a criminal. You can't be out there doing all craziness because they're watching you. Anybody attached to me, they're watching you. That's why I stick and move. I tell the people that I be around, I'll see y'all later. Bye. If y'all getting into something crazy, I'm gone. I've always been like that. Anybody can tell you that. Anybody that knew me on Colton Avenue, Park Avenue, if things looked like it was about to get crazy, I was gone. And I would stick and move. I'll be over here. I'll be over there. This is why. If y'all wanted to know. Because I didn't want y'all lives to be plastered all over the newspaper because of something that y'all done and y'all attached to me. And that's why I tell people, if you serious about being in this industry, you can't be on a roam. You just can't be doing whatever. Live a normal life and still do this as a second thing. Right now, the industry and my trade and school is first in my life, and work is second. Before it was the opposite. Work was first and everything else was second. But you see how it turned around? You see what God did? So I got to put a certain amount of work in while I have the time to do it. God to turn it around real fast. Right before your eyes and you won't even know it. But I can't keep putting so much into the music and social media because the music doesn't pay me enough. My products pay me more than what the music pays me. And I don't have to wait months upon months to get paid. Not saying that I don't like doing the music. I love doing the music. And I will continue to do the music every now and again. And put knowledge out there. Just like I talk on my podcast. Y'all see I talk on my podcast sometime every day for a week or two. And then y'all may not hear from me for two or 3 months. Because I'm doing other stuff. I'm building other stuff. This is the way it works. But for those that needed this understanding, I'm giving it to y'all. So y'all can understand how this thing rolls. You have to be patient, not live over your means. That's another thing. People always want to live over their means because they in the industry. You don't have to live over your means. Y'all see these new artists? How did some of them, the clothes that they wear? Matter of fact, look at J. Cole, for instance. Rich as I don't know what. And what he always got on, some sweats and a tee. It's not about what you got on. It's about what's in your brain. And that's what people need to understand. The way you project yourself in the beginning is the way you got to project yourself the whole way through. And if you decide to change, you tell them, look, I'm tired of spending money on unnecessary stuff because I got too many bills. Be honest. You ain't got to project this I'm rich all your life. Because we all have bills. That's just what it is. It's the way of the world. I think I had said this on one of my other podcasts while I was at work. And one of my coworkers said to me, some strange people up in here. And I laughed and I said, well, you know what? All walks of life got to make $1. No matter how strange you are. You can have a half of a head.
Why would you have a half of a head?
I'm just saying in general.
Oh. With everybody.
You still gotta make money to survive. No matter how you do your money.
Facts.
Okay? It could be paid, it could be used for bills, it could be used to be buying stuff, whatever it's used for. But everybody gotta have money to survive. So you can't knock the next individual for how they're getting their money or how they're dressed or what kind of car they drive because they may have more bills than you ever seen in your life. Just like people couldn't understand how I was carrying all the bills in Maryland. I didn't understand it until I got broke. You know how hard it is to come up with $8,000 a month? We're talking about in 30 days. You have to make sure you have $8,000 on the table to pay bill collectors. You're damn right I'm going to live in the ghetto because I don't want to have to try to fight to get $8,000 up. Because it was hard. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. With no support. Now, if I got a couple of mil in the bank, I may take that chance and say, hey, let me go move on over here. Well, I know I got enough money to cover me. But if I know I don't have enough money to cover me, I'm not making that stupid move. Been there, done that. Not doing it again. God ain't got to show me twice. I'll know when I'm ready. God says, sit still, do what you're doing. You'll get the money up. But for right now, I need you to sit still so you won't be all crazy like you was before. And this is what you people are doing to yourselves. And then y'all wondering, like, how is it life is so hard for me? Because you're living above your means. You can't spend more than what you making. You just can't. With that being said, I hope people got a little bit of understanding why I'm helping Cordliterature. And I hope people got a little understanding of how this industry works. This is the other thing. In the music industry, you don't have to worry about getting hurt, getting killed if you're not out there doing negative stuff for people to put you in that rim of things. Now, if you out there in that rim of things, expect it to happen. Because that's what you're looking for. But if you just doing your music, minding your business, and making shit happen for you and your people, you ain't got nothing to worry about. This is why, if you notice, I threw shots in my last song because people threw shots at me. However, I don't throw shots. I talk about general everyday life stuff. There's no reason for me to have Brigham and roll with you when we both out here trying to do the same thing, and that's eat, survive. And that's just what it is. Survival. We all have a skill, and we're trying to survive through that skill. That's the basics of it. And y'all need to understand it. So I don't understand why so many of y'all are so afraid to move forward in certain things. Because you know you've done wrong or you're doing dirt, and then you know it's going to come back to you because you're going to be on the front line of everything. And then the other thing, when people are, I hate this person. You don't even know this person, but you hate them. You don't like how they do stuff. And you don't even know them. You don't even know why they're doing it. That's why we have to stop judging people. Because you don't know why a person is doing what they're doing. I have to train some of my guys. Stop talking about people. And then, matter of fact, I'm going to bring that to the front. 50, he had this thing, right? Where he be going off on certain people. Like, well, who's wearing this and doing that? And then his people that he's going off on got the stuff from me. They ain't got it from your people. I'm part of you. And you talking about them. Shut your mouth. That's why sometimes I'll be going off on them. Like, I know y'all be saying, why should he be doing that to him? Because they don't got what they're doing from me. And I'm on his team. I'm on his side. And you going off on them talking about, look at this and look at that. And I'm like, no, he ain't doing that to them. And they helping me. Like, really? Oh, I felt some kind of way. So, I had to shut him down sometime. I love 50 to death, but You got to stop people in their tracks when they doing stuff and don't even know what they doing. I had this one hairstyle that I wore about 5 years ago. It's the genie hairstyle. Okay? Now, y'all know a lot of the celebrities, we all copy each other with hairstyles or whatever the case may be. Granted, not so many people copy me with the haircut because I guess they didn't want to cut their hair or whatever the case may be. However, this genie hairstyle I got from this actress. I forgot the name of the movie. But anyway, this actress wore this particular hairstyle. I said, I'm going to do that to my hair. So I did it to my hair. Put it on social media. Next thing I know, I start seeing the other girls doing it. And I'm like, okay, I see y'all liked what I did. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I got this from an actress. But they never seen this actress. This is what we do. We get stuff from other places and we use it. And then he gonna curse them out. Talk about what they look like. And they don't got it from me. And I don't got it from the actress. I'm like, okay. That's not how we do things, 50. Shut your mouth. So y'all notice he's been quiet lately. And I thank him for that. Because, yeah, you hurting yourself. Because they all following me. And you disrespecting them. So he had to learn that. You know, so I'm glad he learned it, though. Because now we can make more friends in the industry instead of enemies. Okay? Because we need some of these people. We need them to help us. Just like they need us to help them. They want, some of these people want to be on our teams. And some of these people are big people. So you have to play your cards right. Sometimes our mouths can hurt us more than help us. You know, sometimes the way we think can hurt us more than can hurt us more than help us. So yeah, that's all I gotta tell you guys. You know, I just wanted to get that out so y'all can get a little bit of understanding about Cordliterature, because, you know, people were starting to get their minds all crazy about what is he here for? Why is he in my life? You know, they wanted to look at him as being a groupie and being this and being that. And that's not who he is. He's a man trying to build a business for his family. And he knows that in the streets, especially New York, where I come from, the way we work is, if you want in, you got to put work in. Y'all seen how 50 was working me to death? I didn't want to work him to death like that. I worked hard to become gold. Okay? I don't want to do that to him. That's my choice. I think he put in enough work. So I'm going to help him. Just not as fast as he think I am, because I got to go to work. I got my own stuff to do. But I'm going to still help him. And 50 is an agreement. Because we can all work together with this thing. Because I'm a writer. I can put some books out on Cordliterature. Then there's other people that's writers that might want to join us. And then 50's a producer. Then I have another producer, Jason BKS. The one that made Get Your Hustle Up. So I got 2 producers that I work with via internet. Why not? I see opportunity. And it can become my dream as an actress. Because I might be able to be in a couple of movies here and there. To help me start building that side of me. Because this thing don't stop. It never stops. I could become a billionaire selling, just like Rihanna with Fenty. She done made $1 billion for her company. Or her company done made $1 billion for her. They still talking about, hello, can we get some music? But they forgot she don't even have a family. Can she have a baby and a husband and things like that, live regular life? Then she'll come back with something eventually. I done had my kids. They grown. Got one that's not too much longer. She'll be grown. And then I can live my life. But it don't stop. And this is where people mess up at. You gotta keep going. You don't rest until you have enough money to live off of forever. But you do rest. Okay? And that's one key thing, and that's what this podcast is saying. The title of this podcast. You must rest. You can't listen to what 50 was talking about back in the past. And see, Cordliterature is a big fan of 50 Cent. And he follows a lot of things that 50 follows. And I have to let him know you can't follow everything that 50 follows, because 50 follows some of the things that I do. So then if you're following some of the things that 50 follow, you're going to be following me. Right back, or all in a circle. Because 50, the new 50 is me. The old 50, I don't know who he was. But you do have to sleep. Y'all notice his shirt? Get rich. It didn't say die trying. It said I didn't die. That's what his new shirt says. Get rich and I didn't die. Because he wasn't out there with the nonsense. Doing what he's supposed to do. To continue to get this money. For his people. His family. But we all know that he talks shit on the social media. And we still love 50. So with that being said, this is Miss JJ Zion, Jacqueline Richardson, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. And I'll be talking to y'all soon. If y'all have any books that y'all want to try to get out there and try to get yourself seen in this industry, y'all know y'all can reach out to me on any of my platforms. The one to get me on the easiest is Messenger for Facebook. That's the one to get me on easier, because that's the one that's in my phone that I get the notification right away. Or you can email me. My email and my telephone number is on Instagram. Y'all can find me there. So if y'all need to contact me via email or call me on the phone regarding something that you was trying to put together, you can give me a call. No hesitation. If I don't get back to you on the weekends, just work is my first priority on the weekend. So no one call me or email me. Well, you can always email me at any time. But don't call me via weekend, because I'm not going to respond. Monday through Friday. I would say 9 to 5. Those my hours, 9 to 5. Y'all can call me. I like them hours. And tell me what you're trying to do. What you're trying to get done. And we can get it done. People are starting to read more. I know, because I'm packing books every single day. When I go to work, not every single day, because I don't work 7 days a week. But when I go to work, books are being put into them boxes that I'm shipping out. I'm seeing them come through on a regular basis. Okay? So with that being said, you never know what people want to read, what they're looking for. You never know where your story can end up. Just like I'm going to use Lil Wayne, for instance. His story ended up in the schools of Philadelphia. And he's from New Orleans. Okay? I had a kid come home. I was visiting a friend of mine. Shout out to Rebecca. And her son came home and said, we're studying Lil Wayne. I have to do a paper on Lil Wayne. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, wow. And then he opened up the textbook, and guess whose face I seen in the book? Lil Wayne. So you just never know where your books and your life can go to teach others. You just never know. Okay? Just from opportunity. I was like bugging out when he opened up the textbook and I saw Lil Wayne's face. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I could picture it like it was yesterday. And I said, nah, that's crazy. Lil Wayne is in the textbook at school? That's crazy. But it's real. So you never know where your information will wind up. I walked at work last Saturday. Y'all know it's Black History Month. There's one thing I could say about Amazon. Amazon is all about the holidays. All about the holidays and sports. But anyway, I walk in Black History Month. They had it decorated so nice, okay? And I'm going to try to, they should still have it, of course, because it's still February. I'm going to try to take some pictures of it so y'all can see. But y'all should see the people that's on our walls. When I walk through, I see Obama. I see Maya Angelou. And y'all know we got a song that we did with Maya Angelou in Judge Entertainment. I see people that I don't even know, and then guess what? Who's on the big screen? A person that I would have never expected. Even though I know this rapper, I don't know him personally, but I've studied him and watched him. Chance the Rapper was on the big screen. He was being promoted for Black History Month at Amazon. Because he's public. They don't have to ask him. He's public. And if you're a public person, people can promote you anywhere. Okay? So just think about that when you're thinking about your stories and when you're thinking about getting other opportunities. If you're giving the world something that the world loves or want, or just several individuals are feeling you like that and feeling why you are the person you are, they're going to promote you. Okay, and that's just the way it works. So, that being said, if you need to contact me because you was thinking about putting your story out there or something that you you wanted to put together, like a poetry or, short stories, anything like that, just contact me. This is what Cordliterature was trying to build. To give people that platform. To give them opportunity. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.